All right, well, hello everyone. My name is Melissa Ciesla, and I just wanted to start these video messages because, as a sort of New Year's intention, because I have in my mind to set up all of these yoga videos that I want everyone to see, and hopefully that they'll help them. And I've started making them, and I need to make a lot more. But I wanted to start with just a welcome video and a hello video so you know who I am, and what my concept is and what I'm doing. Like I said, I am married 6 years, wow, in the spring. My daughter is currently asleep in her bed. As we moms and dads know, the only time you can get anything done is during nap time. I myself have just taken what I wanted to be a 20-minute nap that turned into an hour-and-a-half nap because I could not get up. I was so tired. Which is typical. So I also am not going to get done everything I wanted to do during her nap time. So I thought, at least if I get this video done, I've accomplished something for today. So I'm going to drink my tea and have a chat with you guys, let you know what I'm doing. I not only am a mom, but I am a yoga practitioner. I have been practicing for nearly 20 years now. And I've been teaching for nearly 6 years now. So that's my qualifications for you. I have two 200-hour certifications in yoga, and I have been pregnant currently now 3 times. I have 1 daughter, and I'm currently just about 8 weeks pregnant. And to be honest, this new pregnancy has been really tough in the last week especially. I don't remember it being this tough the first time around, but I think for those of you that have multiple children, it's not that it's harder the second time, it's just that you have no time and space for yourself. So because I can't take the naps anytime I want to, I can't sleep in late, I can't necessarily go to bed when I want to, the exhaustion and nausea are taking their toll. So hence my hour-and-a-half nap that was supposed to be 20 minutes. So when I first set about this idea of creating these yoga videos, my idea was, in general, that mama needs a break. We all need a break. Any caregiver needs a break, and we don't have any time for it. That concept is not new. People make short little videos, fitness videos all the time. A lot of them are cardio, low impact, high impact, such and such. But I wanted to make really short nap time yoga videos because my goal is to not let you burn the calories or to get you skinnier and back to your old body, because let's be honest, it doesn't happen. I certainly am 10 pounds heavier than I was postpartum than I was partum, and now who knows what's going to happen with this 3rd pregnancy for me. So I just want you to feel good. For me, being able to move my body again, feeling strong in my body again, was a big deal. Didn't mean to cry. It's hard when you have kids. You lose a lot of freedom and a lot of sense of self. So for me as a mover from the get-go, wow. Getting back into my body was really important. But it was challenging because it was a new body, not only externally, but internally. I gained a lot of mobility with my pregnancy, which happens to pretty much all women, I'm sure. It's a hormone called relaxin. So I was a lot more flexible than I used to be, which is nice because I normally wasn't flexible. But with that came a lot of discomfort in my joints because they weren't ready for all that mobility. Things that normally brought ease and just a glorious feeling, such as back bends and things like that, felt horrendous. Mostly postpartum, but even during the pregnancy, I was so excited exercising postpartum that I could do all these back bends and open up my chest. And I really couldn't for several months. They just felt terrible. I can't even exactly explain to you the medical reason why, but my thought was something to do with just the carriage of the baby and all the rounding forward we do with nursing or holding. I mean, my God, the toll of your shoulders and your back. So learning how to use the new body that I had was frustrating. It was difficult because I was so excited, and you know how rare that time is to get out of your house and get into any sort of physical fitness. You have that hour or so plus for yourself. And I really wanted to make the most of these classes. I wanted to get back in shape. I wanted to get strong. I wanted to so on and so forth. And I had to slow everything down. I'd say for a solid 3 months minimum postpartum, I had to practice as if I was still pregnant. And up until about 6 months is when I started to feel a little bit more like myself, but it took a minimum of a full year to really have my internal body back, is what it felt like. The external body is still whatever it is, it's different, it's new. But to feel like my internal body was processing the postures, the movements, the fitness, the way it used to. So I have no doubt that this journey will be very similar. My intention when I made these videos in the first place was to make them as postpartum videos, to give you anything from 3-minute to 15-minute videos for postpartum mamas and caregivers, nap time ones to take care of yourself. And now that I am pregnant, they still are completely postpartum videos, but there's going to be plenty of stuff that I can't do on my journey that you potentially physically could. So now I get to touch even more women that I thought I maybe be able to. So these videos can absolutely be used postpartum, but they can also be used during your pregnancy as well. And as I move through my physical journey, you'll be doing it with me. I look like this. My guess is 99.9% of the time in these videos will not have makeup on because I don't wear any anymore, really. And it's me doing the postures, which means me feeling however I feel during any spare time I have during the day. So whatever comes with that is what's going to come with that. So I'm sure there are going to be wobbles and falls and missteps and a lot of laughs along the way. I didn't want perfect videos. I just don't have a perfect practice anyway. I also don't have what you would call the most brilliant, flexible, mobile yoga body. It has come a long way and it's developed a long way. I started off with a bachelor's in dance, so I always had some body awareness and then getting more into the mind. But my body is what it is and it does what it does. And just always remember my shape doesn't look like your shape, and it won't. We're going for safe anatomical, that's the word, alignment. And I'll try to help guide you with that as much as I possibly can. I know videos are tough because you look at a shape and then you just try to mimic it, but I'll try to give you some cues verbally that are going to help you feel what feels good in your body. And hopefully you'll have time for these videos or be able to make time for them throughout your day. Some of them are going to be very short and sweet because I know some days 3 minutes is about all you got. Some of them are going to be a little bit on the longer side, so we can dive a little bit deeper, kind of depending. And you're always welcome to put any of them together that feel good to you. But my philosophy is, as I've learned now that my daughter is a little over 2 years old, is when that nap time comes, you need to do what is right for you first. So if you have a list of a million things to do, but you're exhausted, you best lay down and take that nap first. And if that means you don't get to your yoga video, that means you don't get to your yoga video. If you haven't been working out and you feel terrible and you're exhausted, but you know working out's going to make you feel better before you tackle your list of laundry and clothing and scrubbing the floor and putting this stuff away, you better do the yoga video first. But anytime I put what I really want to do last, don't you know those kids wake up? So whatever needs to happen first is what needs to happen first. For me, it was a 20-minute nap that turned into an hour and a half, which turned into her entire nap time, which turned into this video, which turned into her about to wake up and drinking a cup of tea. So no, I'm not going to get to work out today or clean at all. And that's okay. And it has to be okay, right? There's only so much time and there's only one you. But I have found for myself, as I think any caregiver does, the more I put myself second again and again and again, the worst caregiver I became. I'm not a good wife, I'm not a good person, and I'm not a good mom. So for me, doing what I need to do, especially in that nap time, because that's the only time you have really for yourself, really made a big difference. And for me, it was moving my body and doing yoga. I also, just as a New Year's resolution, am doing some cardio videos on my own too. I would love to be able to take walks outside all the time. Sometimes I can, but again, 2.5-year-old doesn't really like to be strapped on, doesn't like to be in a stroller very long anymore. So I'm also, in addition, doing little cardio videos for myself on the side to get my heart rate up. Some of these flows will get your heart rate up, some of them will not. So if you want additional cardio work, you know how to do it, you know how to find it. We have the interwebs, it's fantastic, use it. Maybe you can sneak yourself out to classes, that's great. Maybe you have weights at home if you're doing weightlifting. Really put everything together, everything goes. These videos are for you, they're about you, and they're so that you can feel better. So I hope they make you feel better because they certainly make me feel better, and I'm really excited to share them with you. More so than I realized, I think, hence the tears, but enjoy them. Okay, bye.